Retailer. See terms and conditions at trackphone.com.
Finding great candidates.
Now, where I left you last, I was going to another universe. Starting the Big Bang process all over, all that dark energy that comes in, that's the inflation that makes the Big Bang bigger. And then instead of playing defense, we go on the offense and we kick that dark energy's butt and we make as much material as we can at that time because it's a team effort. I'm not going alone. No, there's other stage 13 people out there. Now, the characteristic of a quark in life, if once I form a black hole, or a team of us form a black hole in the new universe, and we get a planet up and running,
that's ZipRecruiter.com/rock. ZipRecruiter.com/rock.
This is where I go into the Bible. So if I form in the first humans, Adam and Eve, I must maintain that balance, because if you're producing too much dark matter, it clogs the hole that the dark energy could come in and be transformed back into the three materials: hydrogen, helium, and lithium. So dark matter builds up around the supermassive black hole, or it doesn't even matter how big the black hole is. It sends out a quasar. It basically blows a hole through the dark matter and say, hey, look, this isn't happening. We need to keep this portal open for dark. That's why quasars exist in black holes, and scientists have pictures of them, and I've seen them. But so I created Adam and Eve. Now, because we take on the characteristics of that quark, they're 66.66% divided by 33.3. That's the balance within the human. But the human isn't quite equilibrium either. You got that 0.001 to be either good or bad, to believe or not to believe, and all that. And the same thing works with humans. So Adam, if he's the first, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter who's the first. He's got a 6633 and a 6633, but to balance it out, you had to have a 3366. So we're either born as a 6633 or 3366. That's why Cain committed murder. And why God kept talking to Cain was because, just like Jesus said, you are forgiven, because that's the stage zero. Stage zero Adam, stage zero Eve, stage zero Cain. Everybody gets two chances. So just because you're born at 3366 and you have more temptations than others does not mean that you're automatically becoming dark energy. No, it's just more of a chance that you'll become dark energy. That's why when you sin, there's always that 3366 or that 6633 that justifies why you did what you did in your life. And that's why you have people running these places. I actually met in a dream the person that's running Andromeda Galaxy, because the two galaxies are connected, and they're coming in and saving, because the galaxies take on a quark. Like, there's two good galaxies and one bad galaxy, and the scientists have found a 17 billion mass black hole that doesn't have any stars around it. Now, why is that? Because you have to have that balance. But all three of them combine their dark matter energy, and they form a triangle around, and within those parameters are your gravity and stuff like that. But they're separated. But if you get rid of if you shrink that negative down low, and that happens when two black holes collide. A galaxy is free to get closer to other, that's where you get the clusters. And that's why if you look at all the supercomputer pictures, it looks like a tree or branches or a spider web or whatever. And out there in between the strands is dark energy. So Cain committed murder. He got a second chance. Every stage 0 does. Now, if you come back as a stage 1 and you do it all over again, God will forgive you that second time. But when they send you back for your stage 2, oh, you're done. There's no hope for you. You only get 2 chances, and you become dark energy. That's why a majority of people on the planets, not only because it takes twice as long to manufacture or for dark energy to dissipate, and you have to wait for your own because of the antimatter you created when you came back and were reborn again. So you have to process your own self, and you have to help process all the dark energy that can be built up. And how does that happen? Well, when you're up there, you actually live the person that you know, or if you don't know them, you live their life, and you're basically putting them to bed. The way I see it is, once that little photon and the dark energy come into the end, you're snipping off the photon, and that's the hydrogen, helium, and lithium, and you put the dark energy to bed. Why? Because no information can be lost. It's not. Oh no, yeah. That's why you're taken off the book, and all memory of you is erased. So you could go up to what you consider heaven and be like, well, where's my... So you're being tested up there as well as down here. Because when you live their life, not only do you feel their pain or whatever, and you put them to bed and they're no longer in your memory, that's why if you know someone that's dark energy, you're the one that's doing it. That's why it's hard. Everyone could say, oh, I want to be like God. But anyway, most people are like that. Now, when you get up to the higher stages, you get into people that have been around for millions and billions of years. And they know what they're doing to some extent, but even when you come back, you're still being tested. So even though I say I'm on stage 13, I could be a 3366 on a stage 0, just passing along a message that I'm receiving through my dreams. Now, I've been dreaming a long time, and I've been thinking about death since when I was 5 years old, reading books. And when you go to bed, they used to say, don't make a decision until you sleep on it. Well, it's because when you fall asleep, your brain, your soul is still active. And when you go up into REM, that's a message within the gravity itself. It's a message of the collective up there. That's why so many people believe in religion. And you actually will get help as long as you're calm and get the proper rest. And you'll be able to clear out whatever's going on inside your head. And it'll help you make an informed decision. Now, they can't tell you what to do. So they give you little snippets of your past life or snippets of this and that. I can't tell you how many times I died in a dream. Because as soon as you die, you wake up. Thousands and thousands. So I was probably doing something wrong, and I've done a lot of wrong. I sinned a lot because I'm so aware of what everything I've done, I remembered quite a bit ever since my childhood. So please forgive me, family and friends. It was definitely without your support, I wouldn't be here where I am today. So thank you. I love you all. Anyway, I need to end it here. And I will talk about the stages. Oh, no. When you come back, this is very important. When you come back as a stage 1, for example, what happens is you slam your dark matter into the sun, produces a sunspot. And that's how you release the weak nuclear force back to the planet. And then that's how the soul comes back down into Earth and back into another body. So we all have different mothers and fathers. And that's why when you're up there, you might not see or even remember, because if their name was unwritten, they're no longer part of the universe. And you don't know what stage people are on. Not only does it take, I figure at least 52,000 years, 52,000 light years to make it to become dark matter. But you can see the process of why I feel like I'm billions of years old. And now, yeah, I leave it up to God, whatever I am. But I've told God I'd be willing to go to the next universe. I told God that I'd even be willing to pass along this message to give all you time, and I will explain my prophecy and more about life in the next episode. Love you all.